What are your biggest takeaways from the previous month? This is a question I think everyone should be able to answer, and the title of this video is Know Thyself, because I think so many people don't really know themselves and don't reflect enough on their lives, and I am a huge believer in not living life on autopilot. I actually really don't like when time moves by quickly because it makes me feel like I'm not introducing enough novelty into my life, reflecting on things. And I've had conversations with people where I'll ask them a question that I view to be kind of basic, but they view it as a complex journal prompt. So like with my college friends or classmates, it might be like, what did you learn from this semester? And I will say, I think these are objectively introspective and thoughtful questions, but if you're someone like me who's always looking to improve, wants to know your blind spots, why is that a question that you haven't already asked yourself? So here are some rhythms that I try to implement in my life that just keep me locked in and engaged. It's really easy to live your life on autopilot, but I don't want it to just all pass me one day. And when you reflect on your life more often, you're able to make more changes. It's kind of like riding a plane, right? You have to watch out for the turbulence. You have to kind of change the angle of the way the plane is flying, because if you're just a few degrees off, you could land in an entirely different destination. So if you want to have precise direction towards your goals, actually asking yourself, am I on the route to achieving them multiple times a month, not just January, February, will genuinely change your life. So for some context, this summer I am testing out a self-employed lifestyle. What that means for me is I didn't apply for any internships during my sophomore year. I wanted to focus on content creation, part-time product marketing stuff at a startup. So every week I've been doing self-employed check-in reflections with Claude. So I'll have the AI ask me these questions and I'll go into voice mode. I'll literally go on a walk with Claude and start talking to it. It'll ask me questions like, what really worked from this week? What didn't? And at the end, create a summary PDF for me and some actionable takeaways for the following week. And I think that this is some sort of life audit that we should be doing often. I think that we should always know, what is the season of life that I'm in? What am I learning in this season? And I think a lot of people don't normalize that. It just seems like a thing that self-improvement podcasters do, that people talk about online, but it's unrealistic to do. You don't need to have any money to do this. You can be notepad, pen, you can even just do this mentally, but I think so many people's lives would change if they would just normalize introspection. Because I don't think that it should be a special and such an admirable thing that someone journals. I mean, I started journaling when I was in kindergarten, and I think genuinely I've just been built as someone who really loves words, loves talking, yapper. So definitely not saying that that should necessarily be the standard, but I don't think journaling should be a hobby. I think it should be a daily way of life. I mean, I think about a lot of the men in history, men and women who kept a journal, whether it was on sea or just in their daily life. So I just want to film this video as encouragement for you to ask yourself, do you really know thyself? And I'm trying to get to know myself better too. And I would definitely encourage you guys to go on a walk with AI. Ask AI to ask you questions and reflect back on your January goals. Do you even remember what those are? Make sure you write them down and report back.